There you go.
Okay, here we are. We're back again. Almost immediately. And so God has this capacity, two capacities that he must deal with. And the question is now, what is God's purpose behind this? And it was my original question when I got into the Urantia book. And I read through it like a lot of great many people do. I read through it here and there, understood things, many things, didn't understand a great many things. And so I read through it, and gradually my interest turned to that question: is what does God want? Why does He create us? And I struggled with it, and I kept looking. I had the question in the back of my mind, and then I discovered a place in the book, and I can't remember the paper. I think it was. No, I can't remember what it was. But there was an explanation in there. The revelateur of that particular section, sort of on the side, he made a statement to the effect that man seeks the divinity of God, and God seeks the experience of the human being. And I read over that, and, it struck me. That's why God created us and the earth. We seek the divinity of God, and God seeks the experience of the creature, us. We were created to provide God with experience. And it all goes back to what I mentioned before about the way God can function. He can function as a creator without use of the I am, but he becomes an observer. His only experience is observing the perfection of his handiwork. He has no experience of applying his nature to that creation because it cannot respond. The physical universe is automatic. It functions automatically according to the initial conditions that God set up for it to function. And he set it up as he envisioned it, and as he eventually brought that into being. But it limits God's activity. He doesn't have a chance to apply the meanings and values of his experience if his creations have nobody that can understand meanings and values. He has to have somebody in the creation that can understand meaning and values. And what he did, he used this device of creating human beings so that he could expand his own experience. Therefore, he created beings who could respond to his his meanings and values that he first created when he first created a creation without meanings and values, just with a physical universe that exists. In my work, I have that's one of the only quotes I have in the book, is that one that explains why we are here. We are here to provide God with experience that has spirit meaning to him. We are to live our experiences out in a way that follows his spirit nature. And when it does, and when that happens, it only happens if God is with us in our experiences of meanings and values. So God has to create a being who can need his spirit in order to function. And so God provided us with a reason for seeking the meanings and values of our existence. He arranged it so the meanings and that the experiences we were dealing with had no meanings and values. That was these original creations of the universe, of the master universe, and our finite reality. He created finite reality so that it functioned automatically without his input, except the initial input that started it. I don't know if I can either go over that again. It seems it's so important because to me it's the reason I'm here. The reason we all are here. We are here to function in an automatic universe that proceeds in its own way without any interference from God. He could interfere if he wanted to, and occasionally he does, and that's another subject. But not often. Generally speaking, he rarely does he interfere in the automatic function of this universe. In other words, luck and fate and all the gambling instinct, all that's accurate. There is a universe out here that has no meanings and values in it. As Omar Khayyam said in one of his little stanzas, he said, and lift not your hands, what is it, the heavens? Oh, and what, I've forgotten the first line. I wish I could remember that. I know it so well. And this inverted bowl they call the sky, that crawling under that, and that inverted bowl we call the sky. Lift not your hands to it. No, that's the second part.
I can pause it.
Caldwell.
I can pause it.
What?
I can pause it.